Now, I just had a comment of somebody recognizing that, yes, if you participate in addictions, for example, um, if you smoke and you know it's doing harm to self, it will eventually cause a health problem that you need a healthcare system to make you better. If you drink, then it'll cause you healthcare problems, and then you want your healthcare system to make you better. And I've said that it has to start with self, but that doesn't necessarily, that won't solve any problem unless you see a global effort in self. Just you doing it yourself won't be the answer to anything. It needs to be the union of us all, that all of us want to support each other, because you have to find out, why do people want to do harm to themselves? And as long as there's more subliminal messages of doing something that's wrong for yourself, then you will not have the power to change the world by yourself. And then you end up getting this, well, what's the point? You know, if you really look at addiction or why anybody's doing harm to themselves, it's because they don't have a drive to want to live. They, and then look at our world and say, what's worth living in this world when it's so friggin' corrupt? There's so much evil, there's so much wrong. I do want to die. So that's the motive that makes people not want to look after their health, because socially we're not connected with each other to fall into the supporting of everything that's right. But when we create a society that says, here's how to enjoy life, and here's how you have access to the enjoyment of life through the society, through everybody that's around you, then you create, then the addictions just go away, because you lose that will to want to die. Um, so it is really, really important that none of this will work unless it's, it's got to be very large. Like, if only a few people use this concept, it will not work, because everybody's got to be involved in it. Everybody on the planet needs to make a transformation, because everybody on the planet is connected. And if you can't see that what it is you're doing by not consuming, or participating in the solution, then what you are doing is encouraging another to just want to die, because, well, I can't get any food, and you want me to do everything that's wrong, and there's no love in the world, and I may as well be dead. Um, so you have to look at the root causes of all problems, and not just think that it's one person that can solve all their problems. You have to be an incredibly strong individual to use this water concept and transform your own life. Because if you're the one, like for instance me, if I'm the only one drinking this, and I'm the only one that kind of sees the bigger picture, and I'm the only one that's insisting on doing something that's right, then I'm perceived as the one with the mental illness. I'm the one that's going to be judged as being wrong. So I get the universe constantly bombarding me with how wrong I am, and does that make me have a motivation to want to live? When I'm using this product and trying to stay on track and solving my own problems, one of the things that I'm personally working on right now, what my problem is telling me that I need to work on, is improve my communication skills. Because if I am not communicating the solution out there effectively, nobody's going to get it. So this is why I'm putting out so many videos out there. I'm well past 300 videos, and it's only a reflection for myself. Am I getting myself on a right track? Am I improving my own communication skills? When I'm being heard, then I'm getting it. And that is part of the aspect of this cycle of abuse all of the time. When I look at, okay, how am I participating in this abuse experience? And part of that is when I say no, nobody listens. When I say enough, nobody listens. When I say don't do any harm to me, nobody listens. So, in order for me to be able to say no, enough, never again, I have to communicate that message in a way that it's heard. So, all aspects of the problems I'm dealing with, all aspects of unfolding the solution that I'm working at, this water concept has given me the information for what I know I need to work on, and that's my communication skills. So, not only participating in this problem will guide you on the path that of your purpose, but it'll also give you the tools of what you need to overcome, what you need to constantly be working on to be strong in self. But at all times, you must be aware that we are a social being. We are a oneness. That don't expect yourself to fall into absolute perfection until the whole has joined in together in the game. And it is a transformation. It's going to be a process. So while you may be still behaving in addictions or in, some of the problems, and you're finding that this concept isn't quite working, it's because the whole is not working yet. And you need to participate in that change, even if it takes 2 years. It's never give up and constantly work on yourself. And if you are working on yourself, then eventually the whole will fall into place. And that's where I'm kind of at. Definitely still have a smoking addiction. And I definitely know that it's harmful to my health. But it's a constant, okay, they're not getting it. Okay, my communication skills aren't there. I know without doubt that this addiction will completely go away. There won't be any subconscious messages that constantly drive my cells to go for that cigarette. Do the thing that I know that's absolutely wrong for me. Because it's like, okay, if the world ain't going to get it, what's the friggin' point? You know, you try, and it's still not working. But when you start to see some effort, when you start to see some changes, then that subliminal message that's inside you will go away. I trust 100% that it will go away. In the meantime, I constantly look at this friggin' smoking addiction. I know it's wrong, and it constantly gives the message, do or die. Do or die. So that gets me to wake up every morning. Don't be so focused on the problem. Know that the problem will unfold and the solution will unfold the more I just do instead of die. If I just sat around and did nothing and just, then the smoking addiction will still be there all of the time, all of the time, all of the time. And there's, so then if I'm focused on, okay, I'm still wrong, I'm still wrong, I'm still wrong, then I will lose my self-esteem. I will lose my worth. So in a way, I'm using this addiction to keep driving me that I need to do this or I will die. And but still, I'm very aware that it is something that I need to get rid of. It's definitely when I see that the world is getting even worse and I see that people are constantly still not getting it, it does give the body, the subconscious mind, well, you may as well die because nobody's going to get it. It's like, so that's why I'm constantly keep trying, but it's got to be a society that shows me the love, shows me the support, shows me we are willing to do something completely different. That gives me the love experience for me to have that power to quit smoking. So yes, while it's you that needs to take self responsibility, we also have to be totally tied to how we socially treat each other, because that definitely feeds all of the addictions, which is the circle of healthcare, which is the circle of death, and why everything's wrong.